So here's the plan. I got this banjo a few months ago off eBay. It's a pretty good banjo. It does pretty good, but the tuners on it were these old friction fit tuners. I bought some rotary ones to replace it, and I put those in pretty easily. But when it comes to this fifth string tuner, it's going to be a little bit of work here, so I'll show you what's going to happen. So when you remove all this stuff, what you end up with is an insert in here. This is one piece. Not wanting to focus too good. This is one piece here, and it's there's an insert that's inserted into the neck, and then this big stem sticking out here. Well, this is one piece, and it's on the back end of the stem inside there. There's some little wings that are kind of holding it in there. And if I can remove the stem, it's just a matter of tapping this insert, tap it, and then put a bolt in it, and I can pull that insert out. Getting the stem out is going to be the challenge. So what I've decided to do was see if I can maybe pull the stem out to start with. So here's that stem. My plan to start is there's a hole in this little stem right here. So I went and got me this is from a lamp, or a lamp repair kit. It's called a nipple, a lamp nipple. I put a hole in it at the same diameter as my hole there. Then I went and got a pin here. This is a nail from using like a nail gun. Cut it off, steel. I'm going to put the pin and secure this onto the nipple here, and then I've got a collar I'm going to put on here, and since this is threaded, I'm going to be able to turn these threads, and if I'm lucky, I guess pull the stem out of there. At the least, what would be nice is if I can pull the stem out, break it and pull it out, then I can tap that inside and pull that out with a bolt. Probably what's going to happen is this is kind of brittle. It's probably just going to break off at that hole, and then I'll have to go some sort of nuclear option and just bore it out or something like that. If I'm super lucky, maybe it'll just pull the whole insert out, but we'll see what happens. All right, so I've fitted this nipple around that stem. I've taken my little pin that I made, and it's going through the nipple and through the stem as well. I'm going to pull these bolts off of here. This is the collar that I'm going to put around here, and when I put it on there, I noticed it was just a little bit too tall. So I went to go grind it off, and as I'm working in a shop here, and as I started to grind it down, I put a little angle on it so that it would help fit in with this angle here a little bit. So I was able to grind it down enough so that when I get it on here, it will there'll be enough fitting over the top to let me get a washer and a nut on there. All right, so I've got everything on here. That lamp nipple is connected to the stem with the pin. I've got a nut around here. I tried to find a bigger nut to have more threads on it, but this is some goofy size. It's a special lamp nipple size, so all I could get was the little nut that comes with the lamp nipple. And as I turn that nut, it should pull the nipple out, pulling the stem with it, and we'll see what happens. So I've got it in there. I've been turning, and I haven't heard anything pop or break yet. So as that nipple comes out, it should be pulling the stem with it. We'll see what happens. So it turns out I was extremely lucky. It has pulled out the entire insert and the stem. Everything came out. It left me a beautiful hole ready to put my new tuner in there. So if this works for anybody, if you're trying to figure out how to get a stem out of a friction fit banjo thing, it works pretty good. There's the entire piece that fits in there. So you can see that they put the stem in, and then they put this little insert that goes around it, and it came out beautifully, very easily. The stem was strong enough to support it. You know, that hole didn't break off, so lucked out, totally lucked out.